This is the iRobot Roomba 2, and it is better than ever. You can clean easier than ever before, with more suction power than ever before. With better hard floor pickup, we're gonna go to those hard floor surfaces, we're gonna go to those carpets and those rugs and those runners. We're gonna go places that your regular vacuum hasn't been in years. We're gonna go under the sofa, under the bed, under the table, under the chairs. We're gonna know where we've been, we're gonna know where we're going. We're gonna have an industry-leading charge time. This goes the distance at 120 minutes. Oh boy, that's a lot of cleaning. Whenever you want it to clean, it's gonna do everything your heart desires without any effort by you. Oh, did I miss the lead? I think I did. I buried the lead. Folks, this is the auto empty version. Yes, this isn't just iRobot. This is the auto empty. This is the best in class iRobot. I have an auto empty version at home and we love it. What does that mean? It means that the dock is also an emptying station. It empties itself for 60 days, for 2 months. So for 2 months, you don't go anywhere near it. For 2 months, it will dock and it will empty. We've got a lot going on. I want to tell you, our price tonight is the lowest in America that we've been able to find. We're down by 50% from $400 to $199.99. It is time to hit that button. The amazing Rebecca Wood is here. I'm gonna head over this way. And folks, you might be wondering where our graphics are. We are getting them on the screen as fast as possible. I'm so happy to see you.
You know what? I always have to remind myself to just slow down because I get so excited about this particular one because I know how it changed my life and I cannot wait for it to change your life. This is the one where I tell my friends, wait until we get the auto evac, it's amazing because it cleans itself. It's like having a dog that takes itself out and cleans up. It's absolutely amazing. And you could do one of two things because I know it's iRobot. We've got nearly 2,000 patents worldwide. We're an industry standard. We started this. This was our baby 25 some years ago. I think it was over 25 years now here at HSN. So you can either get it home, plug it in, and then just press it one to wake it up, another to send it on its way, or you can also use the free app that we're going to have as well. And it's gonna go out and it's gonna clean for up to 2 hours. You're used to us hearing 60 minutes.
Which is
That's
still
double.
good. Yes.
That's double. This also has 4 modes of suction. Get this, guys. Up to 59% suction power of our most popular 600 series. That means all of the dust, all of the pollen, all of the dander, allergens, dust, dirt, crumbs, they're all going to be taken from every single square inch of your home because we also have the slimmest design, which is just 3.3 inches. So as long as you have that clearance, that means under your couch, under your bed, all of that heavy furniture, you no longer want to move or have to move. It's gonna clean. That's why I always say it's gonna clean better than you can clean. And I was a disbeliever, but I'm a believer now.
Well, we're gonna talk a little bit about that as our details arrive on the screen. And that looks interesting. Yeah, so the price is $199.99. Nowhere in between. It's just
$199 to $199. I like that.
You can have any color car you want as long as it's black. Okay, we are really excited to be able to present iRobot, and this is a partnership that's been on HSN for over 2 decades now. I think to understand where we are, it's important to understand where we started. And Rebecca, iRobot, this robotics company that has led the way throughout the United States and quite frankly around the world, they are the innovators, the pioneers of this robotic technology that really has set the standard.
It is, and you know what I've really thought of lately is it is the only technology that I know of that gets better and better and less expensive.
Absolutely.
I mean, cars get more expensive, phones get more expensive. You are getting the better runtime, 4 modes of suction. You're getting higher suction power. It's cleaning itself. What does that mean? It means it's gonna return itself to the base and it's gonna empty its bin. You're not touching that mess. And this, the last time we had this was probably about a year to almost 2 years ago. And it was $150 more expensive.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I looked in the records. We sold that out by 1 p.m.
But yeah, it was, everybody wanted it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I love it, and it is iRobot. Let's talk about iRobot. I told you, nearly 2,000 patents worldwide. That's why people say, I want a Roomba they don't say I want a robotic vacuum. And the reason why is that patented 3-stage cleaning system. It's outstanding, starting with that edge sweeping brush. Do you see how that curves downwards? We did that. Let me see if I can show you. We did that because this is gonna get into the divot of your hardwood, the grout, the corners. It brings that mess into the path of that multi-surface bristle that you can see. It's an integrated brush system. You've got the soft bristles, and then bristles. And Brussels, I love Brussels sprouts. And then you also have those rubber little, that just kind of like, they're beater brushes, but they're non-miring. They're gonna go into that high pile carpet and actually bring the mess into it, using up to 59% the suction power. Now, I do like to show you this too, because you never have to touch that mess, but look at that bin. That bin is gonna hold a lot of mess. And if for any reason you need to clean it, do you see how the whole entire top comes up? And you can empty it out with ease.
So you kind of get in the picture, and I think for a lot of us, we know iRobot, we've seen iRobot, we've seen the TV commercials on social media. The Roomba is world famous. It is the best in class that you can buy. This is a new generation of iRobot that is more powerful, has a longer battery life, is quieter, acoustically engineered to be quieter as it's zipping around the house. But this is the iRobot that, as Rebecca just said, will empty itself. So let's be clear about that. Rebecca, can we do that for a second?
Let's do that real quickly. And while we're sitting here, you're seeing we have them all named. That's probably one of the most fun things to do, is name your robot. So we have Rosie cleaning while you and I are just sitting and chatting.
Yes.
We could be having a cocktail.
Lovely.
Kicking our feet up,
Perfect.
Whatever you want to do, get that time back. And then over actually on the wall over there, we've got another one, Lucy. And we have Lucy set up. Now you're never gonna have to press this button, because what Lucy's gonna do is go out and clean for up to 2 hours, bring herself home, and then this is what you're gonna hear, because it's gonna clean itself. When it's cleaning itself, it's taking the mess from that bin,
yes,
and then it's gonna bring it into the bag that we have there. Do you hear that? Can you hear that?
You can hear it, and so...
It's quiet though, isn't it?
Quieter than mine.
Yes.
I have one of the older models, it's definitely quieter. So you understand what's happening. The dirt and debris and dog hair and everything else that's inside iRobot is now being sucked up into here.
Yes, exactly. Do you see that? So this is where the bag stands. What I also love is it's really easy. You don't even have to, if you have bad back, it's tall enough to where you're not having to get down on your hands and knees.
Yeah.
Now, we also keep a little brush right here that can, if you get any tangles or if you want to clean the wheels, you're able to do that. I love that it's housed right here. And here's something else. Remember I told you we have nearly 2,000 patents worldwide?
Yeah.
Right down to even the dust bag. As I pull it up, you're going to see it closes off. So there's never that poof of dirt.
Yeah.
There's never a second mess that you have to clean. It actually closes it off. So when it's in there, it's open, but when you pull it up, it automatically closes.
And if you do want extras of those bags, we have them available. It's a 3-pack we're doing tonight for $19.99. Again, there's enough space there to hold up to 60 days. That's 2 months of dirt, debris, dust, whatever it may be. I think it's the singular upgrade that really is the icing on the cake. For any of us that have been a holdout in the world of iRobot, the fact that it now empties itself is just a massive, massive feature upgrade that really, once again, means you reclaim your time. You reclaim just the ease of cleaning. There's no hassle here. There's no heartache. And obviously, we've been talking about this for so many years, but it is fascinating how many of us still haven't said, okay, I'll do it. Look, we've got our washing machines, and we've got our dryers, and we've got our dishwashers, but for so many of us, we insist that we will do manual vacuuming. It doesn't have to be that way.
I was that way. I was like, there's no way a robot can clean as well as I do. I am a self-proclaimed, and my daughters will tell you, clean freak. And I got it home, and I was one of those, I was such a naysayer that I followed it around. Because what else does this do? This will actually go out, so I have a large downstairs. It will go vacuum for up to 120 minutes, 2 hours. It brings itself back to recharge, and if it's not done, it brings itself right back to the very inch it left off and continues to clean. And I thought, no. There's no way that can happen. It did, right to the very inch. So when I say that it's going to clean better than you, it does, because it gets to the areas that you and I will say, okay, maybe next time. Under that couch, maybe next time. Under that heavy buffet table, look at even around the legs. That bristle that I showed you, that edge sweeping brush, actually gets up and under legs. We have a leg follow, so it goes all the way around the legs. So I don't even have to move my bar stools. Here's something else I want to talk to you. You hear the word robot. You hear technology. You hear, you know, iRobot. I mean, we send things into outer space, for heaven's sake. So you probably get a little nervous. You're thinking, okay, it's a robot. Am I going to be able to deal with it? Am I going to be able to handle the technology? There's technology that always is going to fit you, and that's what I love about iRobot. We make sure that it is technology you will love and that will fit into your life. Whether you're going to use the app, which I love here. So Lucy, we were looking at, now we're going to go to Ricky Bobby. So you can have as many as you want, and the one app, free app, is going to work with it. And you can see once I hit vacuum everywhere, we're standing, you know, what, 10, 20 feet away? But if I wanted to, I could be North Carolina. I could be in Europe. I could be anywhere I wanted to go, and it is going to start every single time. So I love that it is going to be able to clean. Now, if I want to do that, I can hit the clean, or I'm going to come down here, and I want to show you that you can simply get it home. And you can just press once to wake it up, another to send it on its way. And it's going to work the exact same. Whether you're using the app or not, it is going to go out and clean for up to 2 minutes, using up to 59% the suction power of our popular 60 or 600 series.
Big increase.
Big. I mean, but yet it's quieter. You want to know why that is?
Why?
Because there's much smarter people at work than I am. And what we did is we listened to you. This is 25 years in the making of listening to what you want at home. And you said, love it. It's a little loud. So what did we do? We went in and we closed all the air gaps to make it quieter, but it also gave us up to 69% higher suction power.
So this is where we are in our opening minutes of this big launch on HSN. Lowest price ever. Lowest price anywhere that we've been able to find online or in store in the United States of America. Our partnership with iRobot is really strong, and they give us the best deals anywhere. I want you to shop and compare. Obviously, I want you to feel good and confident about this, but as you compare, not only are we 50% off the price, but this is the one with the auto empty dock. And it is the upgrade that you really should look for. It's what we chose at home about a year or so ago. This is the one that empties itself. You might have had an iRobot for a long time. Maybe you're already a fan of iRobot and you've been itching for an excuse to upgrade. This is the one. It will empty itself 60 days worth of capacity in the bag. It is brilliant. On the feedback that we have had, Rebecca, not only at HSN, but all over the country, people love that feature. They've been waiting a lifetime for that feature. It's worth every penny.
It really is like having a washing machine that puts your clothes away, right?
That's what it is.
It's 100% that way. Go read the reviews and you're going to see how it's changed people's lives. My favorite is best invention ever. Another person said that they actually sit and watch their robot and smile. That was my experience too. It's my favorite thing in my house. I always joke, and I have 3 daughters because it never talks back to me. So what we're going to do is you're seeing it go under the furniture. You're seeing it follow and clean in clear pathways. Why did we do that? It's smart technology. It's clean technology that's going to give you those vacuum lines that we love. It also has that soft touch bumper, so it's not knocking over furniture.
No damage.
It's never marring your floor or your walls or your baseboards. It simply touches, it notices it, and it's going to then go and continue to clean. So we've got one in front of us that's been cleaning for a few minutes here. We wanted to purposefully do a white, beautiful carpet like this. Why? Because it looks clean, right? It looks really, really clean. And we wanted to show you what we mean by 59% better suction power. First of all, I can stop it anytime I want. I can also send it home if I wanted to. You get a meeting, friend comes, you just hit that home button, it sends itself home. This button right here, love this one because my dog Keebler loves to lie in the same area on the same rug every single time. I set it down, I hit that button, and it stays in that one area and goes out in a spiral, cleaning it. Now let's take a look at what that suction power is going to give you. Simple. Remember, you're never going to have to touch this. You're never going to have to do this. This is just for demonstration purposes because your robot's going to clean itself. But take a look. Oh my gosh, at the pet dander, it would be. Maybe it's going to be the sand, the dirt. Look, isn't that crazy? But this is why pet lovers love this. I have 2 dogs, 3 daughters, all of them shed. And I love that I don't have to get that heavy upright anymore. What have I done with my time? I read finally. My daughter's now 20, and I always joke, I've had my iRobot for about 3 years. It was the first book I read in 17 years. That's what I wanted to do with my time. What do you want to do? Now also, I always want to show people this. Do you see how I have the bin out?
Yeah.
Technology you will love. You never have to be afraid of. Listen to this. The bin is out.
Reinstall the bin, then press clean.
Talks to you.
It doesn't say code 1429 ABC.
No.
Go look. It doesn't do any of that. What it's doing, it's telling me, then press clean. Okay, I'll do it. I'll listen. And then it's going to go and it's going to clean for me.
Okay, well, this is an exciting start to the show. I got to keep saying, because it's such a crucial detail, we are 50% off, half off, 50% off. You go from $399.99 to $199.99. It's a massive discount. And if you are in the big box store, if you're looking in the stores, if you're looking online, if you're looking on the big websites, you're just not going to find it. You might find an iRobot by itself, the older generation, but you won't find this one, and you certainly won't find one that has the auto empty dock. All iRobots have a dock where they go to charge. But look, you see that dock? You see how it's a little deeper? That's because it empties itself. You know, previously with iRobot, you would have to go and you'd pick up iRobot and you'd open up the compartment and obviously get rid of the dirt and dust and debris. This has 60 days worth of capacity. So iRobot will dock by itself, it'll auto-evacuate anything that's in there, and then you're not touching it. You don't need to go near this robot for 2 whole months. It's brilliant. Price is right, the opportunity is right. I hope we convince you tonight. I'm so conscious of the fact that so many of us are not certain it's going to do as good a job. Could the vacuum that's so slim and so small be as powerful as my big 15-pound vacuum? Yes, it can, and yes, it could. Would you let us prove it to you? Rebecca and I, we would love to send it to you for 30 days on a flex pay of $40, right? So hear me out on this. We send it to you for $40, obviously free shipping. Use it in your home for 30 days. Let it go over the hardwood, the laminate, the tile, the linoleum. Let it go over, obviously, the carpets and rugs and runners. If you don't think it's doing a better job, not as good a job, but a better job than what you're doing right now, I want you to send it back and you get all your money back. But if you do like it and you do find that it's doing a better job, think of the hours and the days and perhaps the months of your life that you were taking back, doing what Rebecca said, reading a book, listening to a podcast, your favorite Audible book, because it's time that does not have to be spent by you vacuuming around. And if you are a pet owner like Rebecca is, like I am, you know, I love my dogs, but there's hair everywhere. This will go about its business and it will do its thing, and every day your home will look spick and span and perfect. Look, we're excited about it. We're thrilled about it. Rebecca, once you've got one, you instantly become a believer.
You really do, and it really does change your life.
Yes.
I mean, I love to tell you how this is the latest technology, how it's going to give you a longer run time, the best suction, how it's going to clean itself. But really, at the end of the day, what it's doing is giving you your life back.
Yeah.
I had to do my floors at least twice a week, and that was with me having to look at the dirt and the debris in between those cleanings. It was always top of mind for me. I'd walk into the house and I'd see the tumbleweeds of my white dog on my hard, dark hardwood floors. And it was maddening, and I knew it. It was just one of those things when you see it, you're like, I gotta get to it. I gotta get to it. I walk in every single day to a perfectly clean floors. Why? Because if you are using that app, you don't have to. Remember that. With that app, you can use it or not. You can just hit the button when you want to. I love the app, and I do not like technology. I'm one of those where I hear it and I get a little afraid. You don't have to. It's a free app, and I set it up. It schedules my clean. I do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. I hear, for mine, I've got a Thelma and one upstairs, Louise, and I hear them go out and I hear them clean, and it makes me so happy. So you can set it up and forget completely. That means you don't even have to hit the button. You don't have to clean, because remember, it cleans itself. And it is going to go and it's going to clean. And now, remember, you're going to hear this. You don't even have to hit empty bin.
Right
it's
there.
going to do it itself. It's quieter than ever. It is like a dryer that puts the clothes away, a dishwasher that puts the dishes away, a dog that cleans up after itself. You don't think about your floors for at least 2 months at a time. And what happens with me, I'm just gonna tell you, this is my personal experience. Remember, I have 2 dogs that shed, 3 daughters, messy, messy girls. What I love about it is because I do that maintenance cleaning Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, there's less for it to clean. So I notice that that bag lasts me a lot longer than 60. So we always say 60 days of cleaning. I think that's the important thing to mention too.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run over here real fast, just because time is running away with us, as it always does. Our wonderful producer and directing team tonight, Kevin and Mark, the dream team, they just let me know how busy we are. The extra bags, which are, of course, official iRobot bags, these are a 3-pack for $19.99. It would be wrong of me to not tell you that there are only 600 for the entire day. I know there's a lot of us that like to get things in advance and like to be stocked up and ready to go, and I don't blame you. It's nice to feel that things are squared away. I do have them available. You can get them many, many places. It's just that we have a great price on them tonight. So if you want the extra bags, it's $19.99, and that gets you a 3-pack. We will sell those out tonight. So tomorrow, unless they can find more, I'm not certain, but I can only speak to what I see today, and that is that there's around 600 left. One other thing as well, Rebecca.
Yep.
Could you just give us some guidance? We have a replenishment kit available. What is that all about?
You know what, I'm gonna come over actually to you before I start this and show you how, because this is actually one of my favorite things, upgrades that they've done. So this is the replenishment kit. This is the edge sweeping brush that we have there. You get 3 high efficiency filters too, so 99.97% of pet dander, allergens, pollen are gone from your house. And then this is the extra, that's the integrated brush roll I was talking about.
Okay.
But here's one of the things I wanted to show you. So this is a look at that edge sweeping brush. Before, if you've ever had another model of iRobot, you had to take a screwdriver out and you had to, you know, undo it. Here, that pops off and on.
Okay.
So I love that they've made it even easier to be able to use.
So we've got all you need to maximize all the benefits. That I'm not particularly worried about the replenishment kit tonight, but those 3-pack of the extra bags are definitely going to be gone. We had 650, we're now about to fall under 600. The opportunity with iRobot, because they are the leaders, they're the most well-known, they created this whole industry. It's better today than it was yesterday. It's better today than it was 20 years ago when we first stood in this studio, or sat in this studio here in St. Petersburg, Florida, and launched this brand. And I know you know it, and I know that you have friends or family members that have it. And we could spend all night saying things that you already know, reclaiming your time, taking back your life, doing things that you'd rather be doing, playing with the kids or the grandchildren, going out for a nice walk with the dog rather than having to do the vacuuming. The biggest surprise to you is that it's going to vacuum better. It knows where it's going, it knows where it's been, and it knows where it needs to go. And it's going to scan your home, your floor, the carpets, the hard floors, the bedrooms, the living rooms, the kitchens, and it's going to get along the baseboards. It's going to leave nothing, absolutely no stone unturned. It will get deep into the fibers of the carpet. With a 3-stage cleaning system, it's certainly, I mean, Rebecca, you were doing the numbers, and these are not small numbers. I wrote them down. 50, you talk about how technology evolves, 59 times the suction power of the 600 series.
And I've probably brushed over this just a little bit, but remember we have 4 modes of suction. What does that mean? It means there's an eco, a low, a medium, and a high. And so for me, I have hardwood floors. That first time I did high for a while, and then I moved it down to the low. Maybe you've got really no pets, you could do that eco. That just means that it will last a little bit longer before it comes back to the base, recharges itself, and goes out. Really doesn't matter, but we'd like to let you know there are 4 modes of suction. So you're getting the most powerful clean that fits you. You're customizing your clean. And remember, you don't have to even hit the button if you don't want to. I want to show you what technology we have here. This is a look at the app if you want it. It's easy, it's free, and from anywhere in the world, I can just hit vacuum everywhere, and you're gonna see that robot go, and it's gonna go and clean for up to 2 hours, send itself back, and then it's going to recharge, and then it's going to resume right at the very inch. What I'm showing you here though, we have almost like little tank wheels on it. So if you've got high pile carpet, you've got those high transition strips, doesn't matter. It's gonna glide right over them. So no matter what surfaces you have at home, it can be a mixture. You can see it glides through all of those, and it's gonna go and clean in those clean rows so you get those wonderful vacuum lines.
You will get those vacuum lines, those carpet lines, absolutely. There's just no difference. There's no downside to having iRobot vacuum for you versus you vacuuming with a big, heavy vacuum cleaner. There just isn't. I don't want you to worry that it's gonna fall downstairs. It will not. It knows where the stairs are. It knows where it shouldn't be going. It has the soft touch bumper. Nothing is damaged, of course. It doesn't bash into the side of the table or the walls. It is quieter, as I hope you can notice here. You know, I'm so used to having to shout a little bit.
There's 3 going right now.
You can barely hear them.
And that's what gave us the higher suction power. This is why you want people who build robots to make a vacuum, not somebody who builds vacuums to try to make a robot. It does make a huge difference. What I wanted to tell you too is the very first robot to ever be sold, ever vacuum, was right here in HSN. Was it 25 years ago? A long time. Long, rich history with the HSN. And 25 years ago, when we started, we listened to you, a couple things. We said, hey, this is a supplemental vacuum. This is the vacuum you can use in between getting that heavy upright out. No longer. This is the only vacuum you need in your house. The absolute only vacuum. Because it cleans better than ever. It gets to areas you and I have a hard time getting to, and it's going to then clean itself so you can have it cleaning every single day if you want. 25 years ago, we heard from you too, and you said, oh, it fell down my stairs. Oh, it fell off the landing. Here, we've included 4 cliff detect sensors. It will go right up to the very edge, detect that cliff, and then it's gonna back itself away. And as we said before, quietest it's ever been.
It may be quiet, but we're making some noise tonight. Obviously, the response here is big. We're excited to have you along. We're nearly halfway through the hour. 50% off is not a good deal, it's the best deal. Google it, search it, shop it. There's just nowhere that we've been able to find that is even close to what we're offering. It's half off. And again, you're not just getting a base model, the basic model, you're getting an advanced model. Do the flex pay, it's $40, so $40, we send it right out to you. You know, we're talking spring cleaning, obviously, as we get set for the warmer months of the year. Let's give this a go. You know, it's our first Today's Special of the year, currently scheduled as our only Today's Special of the year. Value is important, and we want to make sure that you're getting the best that is out there. We will show and continue to show the effectiveness, the performance on all different surfaces, but I'll say again and again and again, the massive advancement here is that this comes with the auto empty dock. Every iRobot comes with a charging dock. You're getting the upgrade of a dock that has a bin attached to it. A bin that sucks out all the dust, dirt, debris, hair, and means that you don't need to touch your iRobot for 60 days, for 2 months. It auto empties, right? That's the joy of this one. It's fantastic. I was saying to Rebecca and our wonderful members from iRobot, Kate, you know, my wife Chelsea was so mad with me that we hadn't had an iRobot. When we moved house, we didn't bring the iRobot with us. I know, it's a long story. But we didn't have one, and we've got 2 dogs. When are you gonna get one? When are you gonna get one? Finally, last year I got one of it was the older model of this. It's on every single day.
Yep.
Could not live without it.
And every time you walk in, at this price, it's less than hiring someone in to do your floors one time.
Absolutely.
And you get it up to 5 times a week, 1 time a day, scheduled. You can hit it as many times as you want, but I love that it's completely taken off my chore list. I don't even think, when do I have to vacuum? Or, oh, I need to vacuum. If for some reason the dog comes in and, you know, spreads extra dirt all around, you just hit vacuum everywhere, it's gonna go out. Or you just hit it on the actual unit itself. It's technology that will always fit. But here's the beauty, and I want you to hear this again. Listen to this. It's cleaning itself. All of the mess from inside the bin is being brought in to that, you can see here, into, look at that, something I just learned. It locks while it's doing it.
You're not allowed to open it.
You can't open it to look in. I love that now. I can open it. This is where the bag is. This is gonna hold at least 2 months worth of mess What are you gonna do with the hours and hours and hours? For me, it was about at least an hour to an hour and a half, 2 times a week. What am I gonna do with 3 hours a week? Are you gonna work out? Are you gonna read a book? Are you gonna sleep?
Ugh.
Maybe you just need to sleep. You're going to give somebody, maybe it's gonna be Mother's Day, the gift of time back. Give yourself the gift of time back, and just being able to breathe that sigh of relief and see that beautiful clean floor every single time you walk into your home.
The second Sunday in May, I believe, is Mother's Day.
Yep.
That would be nice. That would be a great gift to get Mom. She'd really love that. She'd really love this. You'd love this. I mean, honestly, there's no doubt. You know, vacuuming is one thing, but it's not a great thing. If something comes along that does it for you, let's go for it. I'm all in. The only reason you would hesitate, is if you thought it couldn't do as good a job as you are currently doing, and you're wrong. You're wrong. It can, and it does. It does a better job now than it's ever done before. You know, when we're vacuuming and we're going backwards and forwards over here, over there, we might miss little bits. As house proud as you may be, as much of a, as Rebecca said, self-confessed clean freak as you may be, we still probably miss bits. iRobot misses nothing. It knows all, it sees all. It sees every inch of your floor. It doesn't rush a little patch because your son's calling from the next room. It doesn't miss a whole area because the phone rings and we got distracted. It'll keep on going, and it won't stop until it's conquered every single part of your home. And let me tell you, your home will be cleaner overall, because if you wanted it to, Rebecca, it can clean every single day.
Every single day. And you can see that it's not going to disrupt. So sometimes it's going off when I'm sleeping and you don't even hear it. It truly is the quietest it's ever been. It's the slimmest profile. 3.3 inches. So as long as that couch is 3.3 inches off the floor, that bed, that when's the last time, you know what I had to do? I have a California King. I am blessed.
Yes.
I am so blessed. I love my bed. But before I had this, to be able to clean under my bed, I would have to get a broom out.
Yes.
I would have to sweep everything towards me and then get my heavy upright and vacuum from there.
Right.
This goes, it slides right under there. And what you're seeing here is that Ed sweeping brush. So it gets in, how does a round unit get into the corner? Is that Ed sweeping brush you're seeing right there. We have smart technology. What does that mean? It is not mapping your house, it's mapping your clean. I'm gonna show you that in a minute too. So if you are like me, I was a little bit of a doubter before I had it. I was like, I'm not sure it's really getting everywhere I want. It maps the clean every time it goes out, so you can look and see exactly where it cleaned. And I can see right where my kitchen island is. I can see right where my coffee table, I love that. Now let's see the kind of clean you're getting. Again, I'm gonna hit that button to stop it. So you do have a little onboard. So if you don't wanna deal with that app, you never have to. You get it home, you plug it in, you hit clean, it's gonna go out and clean for up to 2 hours, bring itself back, and still clean itself. So you do not need that app if you don't want it. But if you wanna see the kind of mess it's gonna get, that's why I like to do that. Look how easy it is. The entire top opens up, just like that. There's a look at our high efficiency filter that is going to get rid of 99.97% of pet dander, allergens, all of the stuff, dust mites you want to get rid of. Look at everything it's captured in there. As I dump it out, you're gonna see again, like I say, why we pet lovers love this, because it gets the finest of debris. In fact, one of the reviewers I love, they have a home baking business.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, sets it up, and he said it gets all of the sugar, all of the salt, all of the fine debris. And he doesn't have to, after a long day of work, go and vacuum.
No.
You hit it. When I do my Christmas tree, I'm gonna start this again. So you can go, I love that sound. When I do my Christmas tree, there's glitter everywhere, and after decorating for all those hours, I don't wanna have to go and vacuum all that glitter up. I get down with my glass of wine, I turn on the lights, and I let it go clean, and I can just enjoy all of the work I did decorating.
You're living your best life.
It's living my best life.
I mean, please.
I'm a much nicer person with the iRobot.
Less grumpy, we've got more time in our day. All right, let's get one over to you. Come on, let's get one sent out to you. With our FlexPay, it's just $40. We've got free shipping and handling, which is fantastic. Our 30-day return policy, everything is in your favor. 50% off, lowest price ever. Lowest price ever, and the lowest price we've found anywhere in the country. Obviously, the fact that this empties itself is such a massive upgrade. If you've already, learned to love the features of iRobot and you've had an iRobot for a long time, let's maybe give that to someone else and you should upgrade to this. You've got to understand, typically with iRobot, as is always the case, when it's time to empty it, you would get iRobot and you would turn it over and you'd take the compartment out and you'd empty it away in the trash can. You don't need to do that anymore. When iRobot goes to the dock, it sucks out all of the dirt by itself. So you won't touch, I'm gonna put that down, you won't touch it. It'll do it for 2 months before you change out the bag. I mean, it's just a joy to use. And obviously, we spend a lot of time talking about reclaiming your time and the things that you can do with that. But we also want to make mention of any one of us that is maybe not as mobile as we used to be, where it's not as easy as it used to be to clean, right? We might want to do more vacuuming, as it were. Maybe you're really house proud, but it hurts. My back hurts, my knees hurt. All of these things, you don't have to put yourself through that stress anymore. This is a product that will do it for you and will do it better than we've ever done it before. So we are 25 minutes away from ending the show. It is our today's special. When the today's special is over, obviously the price goes back up to $3.99, which is great still. It's what you'll find in the retailers, but at $1.99, 50% off. That's too good a deal to miss out on, Rebecca.
And let me tell you, this is the one I tell everybody to wait for, because it really is mind-blowing when you think you can take that chore completely off your list, because you're not even cleaning the bin now for up to 2 months. That means you don't even have to think about vacuuming your floor for at least 2 months at a time. And while Adam and I were going around the studio talking and showing you all of the fun things, you can see our iRobot vacuum this entire area and then sent itself home. And then when I want to clean it again, remember, please charge, and it's charging right now. So it went out and was cleaning. We've had this going, and it went and brought itself. I didn't have to see what was going on. It told me it's charging, I'm charging. It talks to you. And that's one thing I love about iRobot technology. They make it easy. It's not scary technology. So if the bin's out, it says you have a bin. Sometimes I had a face mask when I had my iRobot during COVID times, and there was a face mask. One of them got caught, and it said, clear out the brush, I should say, and I did it, and automatically works. I love that it tells me what it needs. It's so much easier having a conversation with your robot than your teenage daughter. It tells you so much easier. But again, where is the beauty? The thinnest that we've ever had, only 3.3, the lightest, very light, even though you're never having to pick it up. And then the patented 3-stage cleaning system, the easiest edge sweeping brush we've ever used. It just pops right on and off. And you can see how it stretches out over 2 inches past the actual unit. I love that I have those hardwood divots that it's cleaning in all of those areas, into the corners. It's going to bring it in, as you can see, into the path of our multi-surface rubber brush that we have there. So there's that hard rubber brush, it's actually like a silicone, and the soft bristles. So whether you have high pile carpet, low pile carpet, hardwood floors, tile, all of that is going to be brought into the bin using, get this, up to 59% higher suction power than our most popular 600 series. Now let me tell you, why was the 600 series our most popular? Because it was the most economical. That's what we called kind of the starting. That was where you'd go to get your very first iRobot. It did not clean itself. It had lower suction, lower runtime, and now you're getting all of that technology at a price that before would be considered entry level.
Yes, and this is at $199, so low that I don't want you to think that it's refurbished or it's not this premium model, because it really is. The other thing that you should know is that the run time here, to Rebecca's point, is, I mean, you're looking at up to 120 minutes. So that's 2 hours of continuous cleaning. So, I mean, for the average house, you don't need, even for a big house, you don't need 2 hours of vacuuming. But it just shows you the technology that's evolved. And even if it was vacuuming, because you live in, Buckingham Palace, even if it's doing it for 2 hours, it will go back to the dock and charge, and then it will go right back to where it left off and keep on going. I'm obsessed with this idea that you understand it's not random. It's not randomly just maneuvering around the house. It's tracking exactly where it's been. It's scanning and mapping out every detail, every nook, every cranny, every corner, and it knows it's been over there. I don't need to do that bit. I'm gonna go over this way. So it literally has a proper method to the madness, so no area at all is left unvacuumed. We're big believers, and we love it. And it's an easy presentation to get excited about, obviously. I just think tonight when you add in the fact that it empties itself and you add in the fact that you're 50% off, and I've not said it so far in this hour, but I'm gonna say it maybe once or just twice, because I mentioned this last night and it's just full transparency. I do think it's important to highlight the fact with all that's going on in the world, pricing and with tariffs and anything else, we don't know what's going to happen. What I do know in terms of the price today is that this price was locked in, I don't know, 6, 7 months ago. So who knows what the rest of the year looks like, but value is important. I want you to get the lowest price. This price has not been affected by any of the things that are going on right now. So you are getting the best of all worlds. But the one disclaimer is once we sell out, we will be sold out. We have other iRobots, but none of them are as good a value as this. Look, let's take a quick moment now because we're busy. There's a lot of people ordering and we see you there. Thank you. We'll take quick 60 seconds. Just before I do, as you consider your home environment, if you want to make sure you're getting just the cleanest possible and purest air, don't forget our Hunter large tower air purifier is available. It's the big one. They just discounted it down to $79.99, and it's the one with true HEPA filtration as well. So if you do need an air purifier, ask about the Hunter. It's $899-247. Rebecca and I will be right back with you with all the excitement that iRobot brings. 25 years on the world's first shopping channel, and the lowest price ever continues right after this.
It's Customer Appreciation Month.
And you know what that means.
Every day in April, we are celebrating you.
With special offers for each day of the week.
It's our way of saying thank you.
We're gonna spoil you with extra savings.
Plus, deals galore and more.
Don't you just feel the love?
Join us for a month of daily offers all April long.
This Customer Appreciation Month, we are throwing a special weekend-long party just for you.
The gang's all here, and we're bringing our best brands,
Appreciation price deals,
Gratitude-filled savings.
and super special surprises.
Join us for the final appreciation celebration weekend of the month this weekend.
Food has always been my passion, but the truth is, even in the world's best kitchens, the tools can really make or break a chef. That's why I've developed this incredible, innovative line for HSN. It makes the prep easy, and it also makes the cooking a whole lot of fun. From my kitchens to your tables. Let's turn the everyday into gourmet.
It's iRobot, it's HSN, it's a marriage made in heaven, and for today we have the lowest price ever and the lowest price we believe anywhere on the iRobot Roomba 2, the new generation, the next generation with the dock that empties the iRobot. Yes, it's an iRobot that has the auto empty dock, so you don't ever need to go near the robot itself. It does it all for you. Up to 60 days worth of dirt and debris is what it can hold. Let's head over this way with only 15 minutes or so left in this hour. You know, Rebecca, you bring some great products to HSN, but this continuously, whether it's the feedback or the reviews or the excitement, the discovery of this product leads to some really passionate reviews.
I'm very passionate about it, and I think it was because I'm a lot like everybody at home. I didn't believe that it could clean as well as I could clean. I do go out and I clean my house very thoroughly a couple times a week. It was a lot on my shoulders, single mom, 3 kids, but I did not want to give up having a clean home. When I found out that I could have the cleanest floors I've ever cleaned, because it's cleaning in areas I couldn't clean, that I didn't have to do anything, that I could have some time back, that I could breathe easy. I am very passionate, and when I go and read the reviews of the way people are saying they're reclaiming their life from the hassle of cleaning their floors, like one woman just said she just watches it, vacuums, and smiles. I'm like, I did that, I did that. One person said, it's the best invention ever, and I said, I said that. We have that same experience. It truly is life-changing. You're giving yourself the freedom to do stuff that you love and just not give anything up. Whether it's just hitting that button, you can hear that jingle, you're gonna love that jingle, that's what's gonna make you smile, and it's gonna go out and it's gonna clean for up to 2 hours, or you use the app, and that app, you can schedule your clean. It's gonna go 1 time a day, up to 7 days a week, and it's gonna vacuum, and you can press clean from anywhere in the world. We were actually on vacation, and I had a pet sitter sitting with my dogs, and I wanted to come home to clean floors. So as I was at the airport, I hit vacuum everywhere. I came home, and it looked like I had just had somebody come and clean my house.
Absolutely.
I smiled the moment I walked in. It was something, now I have to go and do all the laundry from my vacation. I have to do the unpacking, do all my kids, but I didn't have to go and clean my floors on top of that. You're seeing it go all the way around the legs. It's called leg follow, and it's gonna go up and under because of that edge sweeping brush. So I don't have to go and pre-clean. Have you ever done that before where you have to go and move the furniture before you can even vacuum? This actually gets up and under the legs of my dining room table, of my bar stools. All I do is nothing. I mean, before, I don't even have to empty that bin. Can we talk about that? In fact, as we kind of walk over here, I love that we could just sit and do the whole entire thing from here if we wanted to.
Yes.
Right? We don't have to. You can go and exercise, read books,
whatever you want to do.
binge watch your TV shows. What you're going to know that is the huge difference, and why this one is such a huge treat, is it cleans itself. As I've said, it's like your dishwasher putting away the dishes. It's like your washing machine putting away the clothes. It's like your teenager listening to you. You are just going to hear this, and then I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna go back, it's really indicative too, and then I'm gonna show you the clean that we have here. So right here, this one we've named Lucy.
Hi, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. You don't have to do this. Remember, it's gonna do it all on its own. But you can see empty bin, and this, now Lucy's gonna do that every single time she goes out and vacuums. She's gonna bring herself. And one of the things I've noticed too that I love is this one actually backs in to charge itself. Did you notice that? It's very neat. Kind of comes to it and backs in. What it did is it took everything that was inside the bin and brought it to the bag right here. That's gonna hold at least up to 60 days of cleaning. Not 60 days of just time, 60 days of it going out and vacuuming. So I do mine 3 times a week.
Right.
And honestly, I've gone at least 4 months. About 4 months before I've had to do it on mine. Because I vacuum so often now, it's maintaining instead of having those big, does that make sense?
The big cleans, sure.
Exactly.
It's like lots of little cleans. If you want the extra bags, we're doing a 3-pack tonight for under $20, which is fantastic. That could last you up to a year or so. I mean, $20 to last a year is obviously a great opportunity. We started the night with around 700. We're about to fall under 500. So those additional bags will be selling out very early today. So take advantage of those. They are $19.99. The only other thing is the replenishment kit. A lot of folks asking about that. You certainly don't need to buy that today, but if you'd like to, it's there. The replenishment kit details will be on the side of your screen, and that's a great value also. There are no settings to adjust or to change in your home as it goes from a hard floor to a carpet or rug. It knows the difference and it adjusts accordingly.
It adjusts to it. Now we do have 4 modes of suction. So I have hardwood floors. I have mine after the first 2 times. I did it on high to really get that good clean.
Yeah.
And now I use it on low.
Okay.
But you have 4 modes of suction. It's eco, low, medium, high. So if you have that high pile carpet, you just go into the app and you change it. So if you're thinking, oh, it just doesn't seem to have high enough suction, you just go in and pick the suction that you want. One of the things I wanted to show you too is the proof in the pudding. You're gonna get that in 2 ways. First of all, you can see every square inch that it cleaned. It's not mapping your home. It's not mapping where you keep your TV. It's not doing any of that. What it is mapping your clean. So you can see Ricky Bobby over here just finished, sent itself home. And this is the map of the clean. You can see exactly right where that little indentation is.
On the
right,
iPad.
yeah. So you can actually see the clean. And I love that that's peace of mind. So at home, I can see right where my kitchen island is. You can see right where we have that little island there. It maps the clean. So all of that green is where it vacuumed. Now that's one way to see exactly what has been cleaned. Another is to see what's inside.
Yes.
Now you're not gonna have to touch it. You're not gonna have to see it. You're not gonna have to do any of that because it is gonna clean itself. But for you to see what we were able to, it was white, it looked clean, right? It looked great. We really loaded up the sand on here so you could see how much it can hold. Bigger bin, love that. Love that the entire thing is open, but the fine hair, the fine sand, it could be glitter, it could be salt, it could be mud, it could be muck, it could be dirt, it could be crumbs from your cookies that you're eating or all of the candy that you had. Maybe you just had an Easter party and after entertaining, cleaning all the dishes, the last thing you probably wanted to do today was go and vacuum. Think about not having to do that ever again. And it's technology that you can be comfortable with. You're seeing the edge sweeping brush bringing everything into the path using up to 59% higher suction power than our most popular 600 series. It's gonna go and it's going to sweep the entire area, giving you those clean lines, never falling off stairs or ledges. And I love as well that you can see the history and the health of your robot from that app as well. That it's gonna send itself home after up to 2 hours and clean itself. It is truly, when I sound so passionate, it's because I know how it's changed my life. And I get so excited at how it's gonna change other people's lives as well.
You have to let us show you though. I know for so many of us, the proof is in the pudding. One of the biggest benefits of HSN and one of the things that we are so established and known for is that it's that risk-free try. We want to send this to you. And we'll do it for 1/5 of the price. So for $40, we send it out to you with free shipping. You can use it and experience it and enjoy it and test it. Let it go about its business for 10, 20, 30 days. And if at the end of the 30 days you don't think that it's doing a better job than you've been doing, send it back and get your money back. But at least you'll know, and heavens above, if you do realize that you love this, oh boy, it will change everything forever for the better. What we do know for a fact is that the reviews are golden. The reviews are through the roof. We know that people all over the country, heavens, all over the world, love iRobot. We know that once folks try iRobot, they become addicted to iRobot and they want to tell their friends and family about it. So now is your turn to discover iRobot. It's been around forever. They've gotten better and better and better. Now there are more and more robots appearing on the marketplace, but there is only one original, and the OG is iRobot Roomba. From TV shows to movies to morning shows, magazines and newspapers to Facebook, social media to TikTok, it doesn't matter. This is the one that you want to buy. And if I can offer it tonight, as we are at half off, even the most hardened negotiator, the person that's looking for the rock bottom price, you've got to be thrilled with that. 50% off. That's a wonderful deal, but it's only while supplies last. And based on what we can see right now live on TV at 12:52 East Coast time on this early Monday morning, we are really busy. All right, 5 or 6 minutes left. We're going to keep on going. Start to place your order now before you get tired and go to sleep. You probably had a busy day today. I want to wish everybody, of course, a happy Easter. Hope you had a lovely day with friends, with family. This is a great way to end the day.
It is such a great way to end the day. And you know what? I schedule mine Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Remember, you could do it every day of the week if you want, but it's Sunday, right? So I had a mess after we had all of our festivities. Hit clean, either on the actual unit itself, and it's gonna go and clean. It's a one less thing that you have to do, and you don't even have to clean the bin. And it's iRobot. You hear robot, you know it's the best of the best when it's technology, but also best of the best technology when it comes to technology that fits you. Never be afraid. You see I'm holding the bin. I want you to listen.
Reinstall the bin, then press clean.
It tells you what it needs. Reinstall the bin, then press clean. So I'm going to reinstall the bin, then press clean. It's gonna go and clean in clean rows for up to 2 hours. Now, I wanna come over here, and one of the things, if you wanna take a seat, I just wanna see what this guy has been doing while we've been talking, so I'm gonna stop it. And one of the things I wanna show you too is, it's very easy to stop. You could send it, hit it home, but it's lightweight.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll never have to pick it up,
No.
but it is lighter and slimmer. And I want to show you what we're able to do. This is the HSN carpet. We have the best. They work so hard to keep everything clean, but there's a lot of feet on this carpet every single day, right? Let's see what we were able to get. Again, it would usually clean itself, but I want to show you what we're able to get. Oh, look at that.
Oh my, look at it.
Look at that. Somebody had a party because I see a little glitter in there.
Yeah, probably from a crafting show.
Probably from a crafting, you're right, probably from a crafting, but take a look at that. Everything it was, and we have the best cleaners.
Yeah.
We have literally commercial grade cleaners come in here, vacuum every single day, and look what we were able to get from this little area that we're sitting here.
You said proof is in the pudding. There it is. I mean, that's real life. From you watch HSN all day long. This is the rug that lives in this position.
Exactly.
You know is here, and that's what we're able to pull out of it. And I think for so many of us, it all depends on your home. It might just be you at home. It might be you with the kids. It might be that you have a lot of pets at home. But our floors get, you know, a lot of abuse. Our carpets harbor a lot of stuff. And it lives deep down in the fibers, right? Especially if you do have pets. Again, that's a never-ending battle. I feel like pet owners definitely gravitate towards iRobot.
Oh, yes.
Because it just makes sense.
Well, we have to clean our floors more, right? I mean, the more kids you have, the more animals you have. In fact, I have a Labradoodle. She's all lab and no doodle. She was not supposed to shed. She's white, and I have dark wood floors. It was maddening. She's 13 years old, so for the first 10 years, I did not have my iRobot. And I love Keebler more than anything in the world, but I'm able to enjoy her more because—
Great point.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not looking and thinking, oh, she sheds. I just enjoy her because I don't even have to think of cleaning those floors. And now, for the first time, you don't even have to think about cleaning your iRobot. Lucy's got set up over there, and what I love is it's going to clean itself, but I love that if you hear that sound, that means it went and it finished its job, and it's going to charge itself, and then it's going to resume to the very inch. And I'm going to tell you, when you get it home, you're going to do what I did. You're like, no, there's no way. Watch it. It's so much fun to watch it charge itself and then go back to, and I don't go back to the very inch. I don't remember where I was. And that's why I say it cleans better than you or I will.
It's a more perfect product than if you and I are doing it. You know, we always say that we've for so long now, we've upgraded to a washing machine or a dishwasher or a dryer, you know, all of these products that have been invented and come along that help make life a little easier. Now let's upgrade to a robotic vacuum. It just makes sense. It is the area where we have been slowest to make that switch, but when you do, it changes everything, absolutely everything. Don't let another day go by without trying it. Mother's Day, second Sunday in May, that is coming up. This will be a wonderful gift for mom, a wonderful housewarming gift, a wedding gift. I mean, a wonderful gift to get for yourself. If you're not as mobile as you used to be, if it's not as easy to clean as it used to be, but you're still so house proud and you want to make sure that those floors are clean, this takes a lot of the hard work off of you and your body. I mean, for anybody of any age, right? It's a joy to have in the house. Why wouldn't you want it?
People we love.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's kind of, we joke about naming your robot, but they do become like a little member of your
family.
In fact, when she's vacuuming now, I call her a she, it's a he, it's an equal opportunity cleaning here. But I love that Keebler just looks at it, watches it, lets it go. She's like, it's doing its thing. It does become a huge, important thing in your home. Because, and we talk about clean floors, that is the most important. We want to make sure that this is the only vacuum you need in your house, and it is. It is the latest technology from a company that's been doing this for 25 years. They pioneered the very first ever robotic vacuum, and they just keep listening to you and building upon all of that technology to give you the best and the latest, but they always make it easier as well. Easy technology that can put your mind at ease. And what I love about it though is what are you gonna do with your time? Because I think it's really easy to get lost in the technology, the bells and the whistles, the suction power, the clean, but it's an emotional,
Yes.
it's an emotional purchase because
Yes.
it really does give you your time back.
And it will do that for you if you just let us prove it to you. Want to give a quick shout out to our award-winning camera work tonight by James.
Yay!
James, incredible job following our iRobot around. With our closing minute upon us, don't forget you got FlexPay. There he is.
Yay!
Take a bow. Yes, thank you, James. The amazing James. You have FlexPay at $40 on any major credit or debit card, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover. Free shipping and handling will get it out to you. Not only is it our lowest price ever, we believe it's the lowest price that you can find anywhere in the United States. It is a massive day for iRobot on HSN. Any closing remarks, Rebecca?
Oh, enjoy and leave reviews because I get so much joy from reading how this is changing people's lives.
We get so much joy from spending time with you. Thank you, my love.
Thank you.
I'll see you tonight if there's any left, okay?
Sounds good.
The
Thank
amazing
you.
Rebecca Wood here on HSN. While you're placing your order on any electronics, gadgets, or gizmos, never forget about Protection Plus. We teamed up with Allstate to make sure you always feel empowered and confident. Stay with us. More to come after this.